Welcome to the CRST Home Solutions mobile app, the powerful tool that helps you update and manage your jobs in real time. The mobile app is available in both the Google Play Store and the App Store. Find the app by searching for CRST mobile app. Once installed, you will be able to log in with your Servicer Dolly login to update your orders. The service company, admin, and dispatcher logins do not allow for job updates. The service company admin login can be used only for accepting new jobs. When logged in as the individual servicer, users will see all jobs assigned to their servicer account in Dolly for that day. Servicers will be able to update jobs for today, as well as view and update jobs scheduled to both the past and future dates. The CRST Home Solutions mobile app works for both Android and iOS. The app is only accessible through the Google Play or App Stores. Devices without access to either of those stores will be unable to access the app. The app does require a data connection, as the app will be passing job updates, photos, and paperwork to the Dolly system. This latest version of the app is now supported for all screen sizes, including tablets, phones, and foldables. The app also will require several permissions from the user, including photo and location services. These permissions are necessary for the app to function properly and need to be approved by the user to avoid errors in updating their orders in Dolly. The app gives the user the option of logging in with their biometric data, such as a fingerprint or facial recognition. This feature uses the same biometric login the user has created in their Android or iOS profile. CRST does not store or have access to the user's biometrics at any time. Servicers will be offered the option to log in with Android or iOS the first 3 times they log in. Tapping Login with Android or Login with iOS will walk the servicer through the process of connecting their device login to the mobile app. Servicers should OK any requested permissions. After setting up the biometric login, servicers will no longer need to enter their password every time they log into the app, making it easy to log in while they're busy in the field. Once logged in, the mobile app will allow you to access the jobs scheduled for that day and update those jobs in the field. Servicers will only see jobs that are assigned to them in Dolly. Jobs without assigned servicers, known as technicians in Dolly, will not appear in the app. The day's jobs will display as cards in a carousel at the bottom of the screen, with a map displaying the job's location and the pickup location above that. Each job card contains the arrival window, customer name, address, Dolly job number, client ID, and the SKUs on the order. There are also buttons to call or text the customer. The Pickup tab, accessed at the bottom of the screen, displays each pickup location for that day. Tapping on the pickup location will display all the products to be picked up, separated by a job number. The Notifications tab will list recent updates to jobs assigned to that servicer. The Profile tab displays the logged-in user's information, as well as offering the opportunity to create or update a biometric login. The 3 dots at the top right of the app open the Options page. In the options, you will see the account name, the option to view the user profile, to log out, or to chat CRST for help. When you tap on an individual job, you will see 4 tabs at the top separating out the detailed job information. The Overview tab has the map, contact options, and the update checklist. The Products tab displays the product information shared by the client. The Details tab displays the job details, including special instructions, client order ID, and the services on the order. The Photos tab, indicated by the camera icon, allows the servicer to take or upload photos of the job site, products, or accounting paperwork. Servicers can view jobs scheduled to them on future dates, allowing them time to prepare and allowing them to manage their schedule more effectively. Servicers can view jobs up to 3 days in the future by tapping on the date selector at the top of the app. This allows servicers to see the job card as well as to drill into the details regarding the service and the equipment. Servicers can also use the Route button to view jobs and associated pickup locations on the map to assist servicers with their routing. Jobs scheduled for past dates are also available through the date selector at the top of the screen. The app will show jobs scheduled up to 7 days in the past. The servicers can review the job information and any forms or photos that were already submitted. The Forms If Applies section will be open and allow servicers to complete the return or recycling forms as well as enter additional notes. Photos can be uploaded to past jobs as well using the photo option on the individual job. This will allow servicers to add non-standard forms to the order, as well as any post or pre-installation photos required. This allows servicers to avoid payment issues by adding missing payment requirements after the order is closed out. Please note that servicers will not be able to gather customer signatures on past and/or completed orders. Servicers can now set arrival windows using the mobile app. The servicer will need to be logged in as the individual servicer and use the date selector to navigate to the next day's jobs. Per our existing process, the servicer will call the customer the evening before the appointment and provide a 3-hour arrival window. The servicer can then tap the edit symbol, shaped like a pencil, on the job card to enter the results of the call, such as did they speak with the customer or leave a message. Servicers will also enter the start of the arrival window, and the app will calculate the 3-hour duration, just as on the Dolly webpage. Please remember that servicers are expected to roll on the job even if they cannot speak to the customer to provide the arrival window. The CRST Home Solutions chat team is available through the mobile app. The chat icon, which is found at the top right of the app, regardless of which screen or section of the app you are currently viewing, will allow you to reach out to our team at any time. Tapping this chat icon displays the chat tool in a separate browser window. Complete the introductory questionnaire and then start the chat. A representative will be with you in a few moments. For coverage after hours, the chat will display an email submission form used for non-urgent issues. Remember when chatting with a Lowe's order to choose the I Need Lowe's Customer Assistance option, and you will be connected directly to a Lowe's agent. When you start your day's jobs for CRST, updating the en route step will indicate the route has been started. Do this for all jobs by tapping the orange Start Day button on the overview card. The start day step will be marked complete for all current jobs, and all jobs will be updated to scheduled en route status in Dolly. The Pickup tab at the bottom of the app organizes all the day's pickups by pickup location. This displays one product list and allows the servicer to gather one set of signatures for each pickup location. Servicers will be able to check each item they are taking with them and enter a product pickup status for any orders where items are not checked as received. This step incorporates the product information for pickup form, and servicers can use the app to report no product at pickup without contacting CRST Home Solutions unless that is required by the individual client. Job status will update to reflect that we are not rolling on the job. Scheduled equipment received will indicate that we are rolling on the job, whereas scheduled action needed will indicate we are not rolling on the job. We ask that servicers call any customers that cannot be serviced and update them regarding their appointments. To access this streamlined pickup process, tap the Dolly icon at the bottom of the app to view a list of the day's pickup locations. Choose the pickup location from the list and you will see all the products associated with that day's jobs. Tap the checkbox next to each individual product the servicer is taking with them. Leave the box unchecked if the servicer cannot pick up the item. If a box next to an item is left unchecked, the app will display a product pickup status drop-down. Choose the most applicable status in this case. Tap Save and Continue. Servicers should keep in mind that the checkbox for each product does not serve the same function as the product pickup status. The product pickup status updates the job status in Dolly to indicate if the servicer can complete the order today. Let's review the meaning of these statuses. If all products are picked up, choose No Issues. If some or all of the equipment is not available for pickup, but the servicer cannot roll on the job for today, choose no equipment. If some products are unavailable but the servicer can roll on the job today, choose partial pickup. If the servicer is not needed to perform the delivery but will be completing the installation, choose no pickup needed. Servicers should document which items are not available to be picked up and why that is so. If a servicer chooses one of the three statuses that indicates they are rolling on the job will update to scheduled equipment received status in Dolly and can be then completed in the app. If a servicer chooses no equipment because they cannot roll on the order today, the job will be updated to scheduled action needed status in Dolly and will not be able to be uploaded in the app going forward. Next, tap on Servicer's signature and enter the servicer's name in the text field and sign to indicate the products were received. Tap Save and Continue and repeat these steps for the location rep signature, making sure we have an accurate name and legible signature. Tap Done and a product information for pickup form will be uploaded to each Dolly job out of that pickup location. Repeat this process for each pickup location. Servicers should call customers approximately 30 minutes before arrival with an updated arrival time. That call should be recorded in the pre-call step. On the individual job, tap on the pre-call step. Use the phone icon to call the customer. Then the servicer will enter the call results and updated arrival time and tap Submit to save the ETA. Jobs will be updated to scheduled ETA provided in Dolly, and CRST will be able to see the updated ETA. On the pre-call step, the phone and text icons can be used to contact the customer per the customer's preferences. After the call, answer the "Were you able to contact the customer?" question. Then choose the expected arrival time. Tap to save your update. Servicers should roll on the job regardless of whether the customer answered their pre-call. When servicers arrive on site, they will introduce themselves to the customer and then perform a pre-installation walkthrough of the customer's site to determine if the service can proceed. They will use the status drop-down in the on-site step to choose an option that reflects the results of that walkthrough. Servicers are also asked to enter detailed notes explaining the issues preventing the installation and then saving the step to update Dolly. Orders marked no issues will update the Dolly job status to scheduled on-site, and all others will update to scheduled action needed so that CRST can update with the client and/or the customer. Some clients may require the servicer to reach out to CRST to report the issue from the customer's site. Here you can see the on-site step being updated. Choose no issues for the job being completed today. Choose equipment problem if the job cannot be completed due to an equipment issue. Choose site not ready if the job cannot be completed because the customer's site needs to be updated or altered. And choose customer not home if the customer is not on site and is not able to be reached for the appointment. Servicers should also enter notes indicating the location of all products, either left on site or returned to the pickup location, and save the step. Once that is complete, the servicer should use the Photo tab to document the on-site issue, such as taking a photo of a corroded shutoff valve preventing installation. Please remember that these photos are a payment requirement for some clients, such as Best Buy. The complete step consists of 10 actions that integrate the completion form as well as post-installation photos into the app. Complete the first 6 steps before completing the installation, then complete the final 4 steps after the installation. Be sure to document all out-of-scope charges or parts in the additional charges section. All other forms and photos required for payment may be uploaded via the Photo tab. Completing this step as no issues updates the Dolly job status to complete pending verification or complete recycling or return form needed. All other completion types will update the job status to scheduled action needed, and CRST will update the SKUs to reflect the work performed. When you tap on the complete step, you will see the 10 actions in a checklist. Start by tapping on Service Details. This displays the SKUs, and you can tap on each to view the scope of work. review the scope with the customer, and then tap Save and Continue. For review services and customer expectations, tap the green check mark if the existing scope meets the customer's expectations. Tap the red if the scope is incorrect, and we will reach out to CRST to resolve the scope discrepancies. Tap Customer Initials and ask the customer to sign off. Tap Save and Continue. Then walk the path and complete the checklist based on your pre-installation walkthrough. Tap Save and Continue. The pre-installation damages section documents the state of the customer's home prior to installation. If there are damages to the area around the installation site or the path to the installation site, check the green check mark. Then enter detailed notes and tap the photo icon to take a picture of the existing damages. This is very important for future damage claims. Tap Save and Continue. The disclaimer section explains to the customer their responsibilities regarding plumbing, gas, and electrical connections. There is also an anti-tip bracket section for ranges. Ranges must be installed with an anti-tip bracket or the servicer must perform a delivery only. Use the drop-down to indicate the customer's choice. There is an option for non-range installs. Then tap Customer Initials and ask the customer to sign off. Tap Save and Continue to proceed. Finally, review the pre-installation agreement checklist with the customer. Enter the servicer's name in the text box, then tap Customer Signature and ask the customer to sign off. Tap Save and Continue. This is the end of the pre-installation section. After this, perform the installation and come back when the work is complete. Once the installation is finished and you have completed your demonstration, return to the complete step and pick up with the servicer's Perform section. The first question asked will be the completion status. This is indicating whether the full service was completed or not. Only choose No Issues if all services are fully complete and products are functioning properly. Otherwise, choose the option that most accurately reflects the results of your installation. You will also need to fill in the quantity of each type of service provided on site. This action must be completed fully for payment. At the bottom, indicate whether the servicer caused any damages while on site. Check the green checkbox for damages and the red X for no damages caused. Enter notes to describe any damages, then use the camera icon to take a photo that shows either the undamaged site or the servicer caused damages. Tap Customer Initials and ask the customer to sign off. Then tap Save and Continue. Under the Additional Charges section, indicate if any out-of-scope work was performed for the customer. Green check for yes, red X for no. If you choose the green check, you will be asked to enter the details and cost of the additional charges. Please be specific. Once the details of the charge are entered, tap Customer Initials and ask the customer to sign off. Tap Save and Continue to advance to the Product Presentation section. Review this checklist and use the camera icon to upload a photo of the installed product or products. Please remember that for Best Buy orders, we need one photo for each completed SKU. The final action is customer sign-off. Tap the customer signature and ask the customer to sign the form. The signature needs to be recognizable, not just a squiggly line. Feel free to review the signature and ask the customer to sign again if it doesn't meet the client requirements. Then enter the name of the person signing in the customer name field and tap Done to save your changes. If the job requires any forms or photos for payment, use the Forms If Applies or Photo option on the job. When additional services or client-approved trip charges are added to Best Buy orders, the app will prompt the servicer to upload required photos for payment. Servicers will need to take and upload pre- and post-installation photos for all client-approved trip charges and photos of completed work for all client-approved SKUs. Once these photos are uploaded, the servicer will tap on Save and Continue and proceed to the final customer signature and post-install photo. The Form If Applies section allows the servicer to complete the return form, the recycling form, or enter additional notes to document actions or situations on site. The servicer will be able to access and edit this section even after the order has been closed to facilitate completing accounting forms. The photo option is available on each job and can be used at any time to allow you to document any step. Simply tap on the camera icon at the top of the job, choose either Take Photo or Upload Photo. and you will be able to choose the appropriate type of photo being uploaded. These are the same document types as seen in the form upload section of Dolly. Once the photo is taken or chosen, tap Upload to send the photo to Dolly. Servicers should use this tab to upload non-standard forms required for payment and installation images. This can also be used to upload pre-measurement or in-home consultation forms. The mobile app will also accept job updates if you find yourself in an area without service. The offline support requires that the servicer route is started while online, and then other job updates will be made and saved when out of service. These updates will be flagged as offline in the checklist. Once the servicers are back online, all data will be transferred to Dolly by tapping on any job. Here you see the orange offline banner at the top of the app, and the steps saved in offline show the offline flag beside them. Here you see the jobs uploaded when back online. The service company admin user type can log into the mobile app for the purpose of reviewing newly assigned orders. Per the existing process, service company admins have 12 hours after the order is assigned to their company to review and either accept or decline the work. This login is separate from the servicer login that is used to update and close out jobs on the day of the appointment. This is the only function that the service company admin will be able to access in the mobile app. To access this feature, use the login information that is used to access the service company admin version of the Dolly web page. Once logged in, the new jobs will be displayed. The service company admin should review the job details, including scheduled date and time, and determine if they can complete the job as scheduled. They should tap Accept if the job can be completed on the scheduled date and time. When choosing to accept the job, servicers will be prompted to assign the job to a specific servicer. This allows that servicer to view the order in their version of the app and in Dolly. If needed, this can be changed using the Set Appointment button on the individual order in the Dolly webpage. Tap Decline if the order cannot be completed for the scheduled date and time. When tapping Decline, the servicer will be asked to choose the reason they are declining the job. Servicers should choose the most appropriate option from the drop-down menu. Servicers are also encouraged to notate the details of why they cannot perform the job or any alternate dates. Once completed, the servicer should submit their change. All jobs that are accepted will now be viewable by servicer type logins in the mobile app, by all type logins in the Dolly webpage. Jobs that are declined will not be viewable in either the mobile app nor the Dolly webpage.